Anyways,
Jay, do your goddamn job.
Hold on. Last time on
we're not there yet.
Dragon
We're
Ball.
not there.
Oh wait,
there's
wrong.
so many things we have to do.
Christopher Walken.
Please, see.
Don't.
I want everyone to.
I'm sorry.
If you follow TTRPGs, you know that the Fly, the man, the Dino Lover himself, is gonna be on a podcast. We got Christopher Walken because we needed to stay relevant.
It's true. Mr. Walken, please. I apologize for the interruptions.
He's had a new movie out too. We should watch that.
See, you're doing it again.
Welcome to Torchlit Tavern. Go ahead, introduce us, our dungeon master.
How do we afford him, by the way?
Oh,
Patreon money. Yeah.
Yeah, Patreon. We've got so many
Your
good Patreon
check
subscribers.
hasn't cleared yet. Just so you're aware,
It will clear. Don't worry, Chris. We're good. Like we're square. It'll go through. I just gotta wait. I have to wait for the Patreon to refresh at the beginning of the month.
just know I'm not the man to fuck with. You're aware.
I know, Chris.
Good.
Can I call you Chris? By the way, that's
Sure.
okay. I thought there would be more. Hi, everybody.
No.
This is Torchlit Tavern. I am your master of none today, Jameson Oxford, here with Christopher Walken.
Hello.
It's so good to have you. We are a real play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We focus on narrative, character-driven storytelling, I think. We're coming to the end. I hope so. To my left, I don't know what to do. I'm so lost. Chris, it's nice to see you.
Thanks.
Hello, I'm the guy that almost choked on a potato from Christopher Walken. I'm Randall, back again, playing Dylan, and I'm currently the paladin purifying person. I'm purifying the world of paladins. And to my left...
Hey, it's Ryan, and I play Roy, and I fucking shot a guy off a mountain with a dragon last episode, so I'm feeling pretty good.
It's pretty dope. I hate it.
I'll try and do something similarly cool in this episode. We'll see.
Hard to top.
To my left,
It's Christopher Walken.
To his left is Christopher Walken today. Christopher, this is your opportunity to say some things. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'll be here for the opening. I don't expect to play a character. I'm not prepared.
But I was actually going to ask what character you were going to play. Like, what class did Christopher Walken want to play? But if you're not going to, then...
If you're giving me a choice, well, I think the choice is clear. I could only be a barbarian.
Oh yeah, because of the because you rage, right? Like it's the
of course.
I know that you keep it buttoned
because
up
when
normally.
you talk to me wrong, I'll bash your fucking face in.
Oh, guys, hey guys, can I have a sidebar real quick? Hey, Christopher
what's
Walken,
up,
could you
bud?
take your headphones off?
Sure.
Yeah, sidebar.
what's
Guys,
the problem, Jay?
This guy's intense.
Yeah, guys, I cannot pay him.
Yeah, I know.
I emailed him and I asked him if he was ready to do this, and he said that he was ready to that he was very excited. He wanted to be.
He
He heard about Goldblum and he wanted to capitalize on that, but
You don't have the money for
You don't-
Walken,
well,
is what you're telling
I
me.
told him 50 and he said yes, and then I thought $50 and I was amazed that he said yes, but he thought I meant 50 large.
I don't know why you would think anything less than 50 large, Jay.
It's
I
Christopher
was
Walken,
excited.
Jay.
Jeff, I was talking to Christopher goddamn Walken. I was very excited and I wasn't thinking straight.
You were talking to the Walken, and you were assuming $50.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if that fucking pays
Hey,
off.
Jeff, hey guys, how about a little less criticism and a little more tavern keeping? We need to get some more Patreons, like right
got,
the fuck now.
I've got
Okay,
I've
yeah.
got a watch I could give him. He could like put it up his ass. I don't know.
Better than what I got.
Jeff,
Anyways, you know
Jeff,
what?
Ryan, you guys tavern keep. I'll keep him busy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
All right. Yeah.
Stop walking.
What?
So the catch me if you can guy, right?
All right.
So here we go. This is Jeff reprising his role as Gentleman Skeleton, Mr. Grimm. You know, but that's not what's important. What's important today is that we're here. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you beautiful bastards for even coming close to listening to us, much less actually doing the thing. Doing the damn thing for us. Look at you. You're great. I love you personally.
Thank you.
Also, so does Jay. So does Ryan. Randall's a bit haughty to you, but he still loves you.
It's amazing that he keeps throwing him under the bus, despite that being such a bold-faced and terrible lie.
Walking, on the other hand.
Walking, on the other hand, doesn't give a shit. He doesn't even
give
know
a shit about
you. Yet, because he's going to be on the show as soon as I figure out how to get 50 grand. I'm assuming per
50
episode.
large.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like per episode too. I highly doubt he's going to be here.
If you want to follow us before we get the pantsuit off us by Christopher Walken, or, you know, our faces busted in or something, I'm not entirely certain what that's going to...
When you get stabbed with a soldering iron, do you think it cauterizes the wound, or do you think, like, that's...
Yeah, but it also burns it, infects really easily, so,
yeah,
like, that's
right,
a thing.
because the things that a soldering iron touches are probably not clean. Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to feel good.
No.
At least you're going to have a cool, you know how I got this scar story? Anyways, if you'd like to contact us, let me just shotgun out a couple ways. We got a Facebook, an Instagram, and a Twitter. How do you get those?
Those are all at Torchlit Tavern.
We got a website. Tell them about that.
TorchLitTavern.com.
And of course, there's a Patreon if you want to give us that little extra so good, so we can maybe pay Christopher Walken that 50 large he wants.
That's that. Patreon.com/Torchlit Tavern.
Thank you so much for all your assistance, my man. And now, let's finish it up with, as always, we love you. Please rate, subscribe, and share it with the world. Retweet it, fucking put it on Facebook, do the whole damn thing.
Leave us a nice review, say hi.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, let's go. Anyways, with that being said, let's crack into it. Oh, is this where you wanted me to say the thing?
Yeah, Chris. Yeah.
Last time on Torchlit Tavern.
Hey guys, he fucking threw a guy in a ditch while I was watching him.
Don't be next.
Negotiations hit a stalemate, despite our heroes pitting their meager remaining resources against an attack on them and
Honestly,
their leadership.
thought you were talking about walking.
By Christopher Walken, who revealed himself as the head of the cult of Vina. Immediately, negotiations hit a stalemate, despite our heroes pitting their meager remaining resources against an attack on them and their leadership by Daraka, who revealed herself as the head of the cult of Vina. Immediately after, the chains controlling the topside freight elevator began to move, bringing with them an army of Fist of Newman paladins led by Krieg himself. They arrived, demanding that the Mantled Spring be delivered to them so that they could bring forth the dawn. And in return, the party prepared for a fight, as Bobp turned into a copper dragon and Roy hopped aboard. The Fists began by trapping everyone in the Dwarven cave system with a forbidden spell, and covering the battlefield with silence. They then attacked, driving forward toward the party, while the Thane, in the heat of battle, has shown an unwillingness to come to their aid. Roy and Bobp picked up the unstoppable Krieg and threw him from the cliffside, but the weight of this paladin force was unyielding and surrounded and pounded upon our team. Roy just threw Krieg and just lit him up with some acid. It was very dope. It was very frustrating to the DM to have his queen removed from the board. But that's going to be the end of Roy's
Krieg
turn.
Is a queen.
Krieg is a queen. You don't know. Hey, I have established that female dwarfs have beards. You don't know what sex Krieg is.
Fair.
So, that's the end of Roy's turn. It would have been Krieg's turn, but Krieg is going to spend his round falling. And he isn't in your line of sight.
Burning, possibly disintegrating.
Possibly.
We can only hope.
You can
dissolving.
Only hope.
Dissolving more than disintegrating.
Fair.
Technically.
I mean, semantics. The war priests are at the bottom of the round, and it's their turn. And you and Sandra had immediately picked off one, but there's one standing directly in front of you, Dylan. He is going to just absolutely unload on you. And
no.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty simple at this point. It's just maul strikes as he just brings this hammer down on you. That's going to be a 18.
That's a miss.
And a nat 20.
That's a hit.
Yes. 18 misses?
18 misses.
Oh, it does. That's good. The nat 20, though, not as good.
That misses too. You know what? Let's just... We know.
No, sorry, bud.
Come on.
Sorry about that, bud. That's gonna hurt. As you slay this man's friend, he rises up, swings, puts you on your heels with a swing that misses, but then brings this hammer down straight into Dylan's shoulder. He rolled a nat 20, and it's going to do a total of...
If he's smiting, it does even more. It does a fuckload more.
This is actually not...
It's a priest.
This is actually not a paladin. This is one of the war priests of Newman.
Listen, you never know with these fucking guys.
You do not ever know. He is going to do an extra d8 radiant because they do that. And that's going to be a total of...
Oof.
27 damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah. And like it nearly puts you prone, but you manage to stagger backwards like a step and keep your footing. Sandra comes forward and tries to get involved, but it's not her round. It's top of the round. Dylan, it is your turn.
Oh, fuck! Hey, no silence!
Not in your section yet, sadly.
So it's...
Yeah, the silent scream of Dylan getting rocked.
Well, he spins the dagger around and casts Green Flame Blade again, and he's gonna try and hit that fucking guy.
Do it.
Oh, God, I'm so fucking in danger.
Threaten me with a good time.
That's 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
So I'm gonna add on my sneak attack and add on that tasty Green Flame Blade. So Dylan, after getting absolutely fucking rocked at his shoulder, rolls it and lights his dagger with green flame to stab into the chest of this awaiting priest.
He waits. He's waiting. He's waiting to be stabbed.
Like a good boy. 27 points of damage.
Oof. Yeah, that'll hurt. All right, it's 27 to this war priest. You rock him right back. That's the same damage he dealt to you, right?
Yeah. Well, I uncanny dodged, bitch.
Yeah. Interesting.
Bonus action. I'm gonna set my feet, turn the dagger around, and go for another stab.
Okay.
20 to hit. This one only does 6 points of damage, though, as I stab. It doesn't go as deep. Yeah, it's only a dagger.
Blew the wad already. So, is that the end of your turn?
That's all I have as I push forward in this fight next to Sandra.
Grimm.
All right, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Does the silence spell prevent you from making sound but not hearing sound?
Both.
Both. So anything that is within the silence can neither make nor hear sound.
What exactly are you asking? Because essentially, nothing can be heard. And I believe the only reason silence stops magic is because of the nature of magic. The sound must happen. It's one of the other reasons why you have to speak loudly and firmly to make a spell happen.
Right, yeah, of course. Well, and I get that, right?
Yeah.
The question is, if something's outside talking inside, can you hear within anything from without?
I'm going to go ahead and check this. For the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius.
Yep.
Okay, so no sound can pass through. So it's a silence and a deaf, technically.
Creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. So it's yes, all of the above.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I didn't either. Makes sense, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. So there you go. All right. So knowing that, is my sword in the silence?
Yeah, because you catapulted it away. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it would
It's
be.
in the silence. Okay.
It's at the edge. You nailed it. I think you nailed the one fighting Dylan right now. It's been a couple weeks since we recorded, but I believe that is what I will say.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you say goes, but
you listeners can tweet at me, because some of you are binging, I know it, and you can yell at me a year from now when you catch up. Grimm, we're picking back up at your round. For the listener and you have managed to get back away from the silence and have formed ranks with the mages of the college that were with you, Horizon and Star, who have been dispelling fields of silence and kind of retaking ground for mages. Fighters are just be fighters, but the mages are pushing forward so that they can cast spells. So your spells are unlocked. You are also, though, with Evan, surrounded by these priests, these Fists of Newman. They have flooded the area, so it's not like you have a clear field. You are in a melee, but you have access to your spells right now. Every time you raise your arm, you've got to perform a feat of dexterity to get a spell off, as people are trying to hit you with weapons from every side. It's an absolute scrum.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oof. All right. So what am I gonna do? Let's see here. I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points. Boop boop.
You actually have resources still?
Just a few.
My God.
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points, and I'm gonna hit somebody with a fucking shocking grasp, because fuck you.
Okay, yeah, there's a guy within reach. You can light one up.
Oh, I for sure do. I rolled a 13 plus 11, so somebody fucking got hurt.
Yep.
And 16.
You grab this guy by his collar, and he and his armor just lights up like a Christmas tree and crumples into a heap.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use my regular action, because that was my bonus action thanks to the crooked spell.
Go for it.
I'm going to use my regular action to reach under my clothes, pull out Conceit, my broken sword, and fucking just rage at him. Ah! How dare you! Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay. Well, then I swing wildly and don't hit anybody.
All these guys are in plate mail. They're difficult to get a grip on.
Yeah, I swing and bash my sword against somebody's plate mail armor, and just fucking, I keep going. Oh, and Evan, who's also with me.
Yes, he's on your initiative.
Is there any places that have around us that have 60 feet worth of people?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely, yes.
That aren't within the silence.
Yeah. You guys.
Dyer's turn. So he'll just fucking straight attack somebody. I rolled for him. He rolled an 11. I don't know what he adds right now.
It's enough.
Okay. 10 then.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be it for our turn. He's gonna keep waiting until the field opens up a little bit more, and I'm just gonna keep fucking raging at these people as hard as I can.
All right. That makes it Sandra's turn. Still in the heart of silence, with Dylan moves forward to stop this person from hitting Dylan any further, because she saw that hammer come down. She's going to use Word of Radiance. She holds her Mace of Disruption up, and you realize that the mace is shaped like a rose. And it casts this burst of light, and everyone around her is making con checks. And it's going to do 3d6 radiant damage to all of her enemies. And then she's going to use her bonus action in her move to grab Dylan by the collar and sort of drag him backwards a few feet. Like, she's going to try to disengage the from this group a little bit. She sees how wounded Dylan is, and she's way better off than Dylan. She actually puts herself between the priest and Dylan. Though I will tell Dylan, because I see Randall making the face, on a scale of 1 to 10, she's a 9 as far as hit points.
I became a tank for a reason.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Chivalry. It's not your turn. It's her turn. She gets to save you this time. Bobp. Bobp is a dragon. Bobp flies.
Bobp does
Roy.
what? Excuse me?
What?
I have Bob's stats.
Yeah, but I need to not have Bobp do too much. So what do you want Bobp to do?
This guy. Bobp would like to re-roll his breath weapon.
Do that.
It's a 7.
Nope.
I would like Bobp, after we have thrown that motherfucker off the cliff, I would like to circle back around. I see what is going down with Dylan and Sandra there, and I would like to touch down in front of Sandra with Bobp, and we will start attacking these motherfuckers that are overwhelming my friends here.
Roll some whatever his claw attacks are, as he just sort of tries to pin this war priest beneath his bulk, because that's where you'd land.
Oh, okay, sure. That is 18 to hit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This war priest immediately, after menacing both Dylan and Sandra, looks to the sky and goes, "Oh!" in complete silence.
13 slashing damage.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say that he's knocked prone, because it's fun.
Hell yeah.
Because it's a dragon.
He pinned.
And, yeah. And that makes it Roy's turn.
Roy will, off the back of this dragon, is going to shoot 3 different Eldritch Blasts at 3 different guys that are currently running at us.
Yeah. Bobp is going to go ahead and just tell Roy, "Help your friends, I need to help my Thane." In his dragon voice. That's not Strana's voice, because we don't have Strana today, guys.
Gasp.
But that being said, it is obvious that he is about to bowl through everybody in front of you guys toward his Thane, which is going to be real good for you next round.
All right, yeah, I will hop off his back, and as I am doing so, I will shoot off all 3 Eldritch Blasts that are all over 20.
Damn. Okay, yeah, those are all hit. This guy gets knocked prone. You would have had advantage on those rolls anyway. So, you're nailing the war priest, right?
Yeah.
No.
Nope. I said I was aiming at 3 random guys that are running toward us.
Got it. Okay.
I did 7, 8, and 6 damage to 3 random guys.
Yeah, you light a few dudes up, you spinning them around with your Eldritch Blast, and
they're
now
all
you got a
slowed.
Sandra and a Roy in front of you, Dylan.
And they're slowed. God damn, this motherfucker.
And
taking
they're
it to me.
slowed?
Yeah.
How? They lose like 10 feet of movement, right, or something
It
like that?
is Lance of Lethargy. Yeah, they lose 10 feet. So every time I hit people with Eldritch Blast now, they're all frosty afterward.
That's cool. Is that the end of your turn?
I will roll back to stand side by Sandra.
Yep. Krieg's gone. War Priest. So yeah, the War Priest who has a dragon just breathing menacing in front of him can't get up, has a claw on his chest, raises his holy symbol up in the air and calls Flame Strike down on everybody. A 40-foot high cylinder of fire in a 10-foot radius just comes down like a beam of light from the god himself and lights you guys up. It's going to do 46 fire and 46 radiant damage. I need you guys all to roll dex saves.
Oh, I'm good at deck saves.
Who's rolling Strana's dex?
I can, I guess.
19 total.
I got 22 and Strana got 4.
Ooh.
Hey, he may or may not want to knock out this adult copper dragon that's currently standing on top of him, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't recommend
bold
it,
choice
but you
if
do
you-
you, guy.
Yeah.
Did, actually, fun thing about Polymorph is if the dragon runs out of HP, he'll go back to just being Bobp.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't. I don't have Strana. Like, it's literally not in my cards today.
Did I save?
What'd you roll?
19 total?
Yeah.
Oh, that means I take no damage.
Sure.
Yeah, you would.
Evasion.
I know. You fucking rogue.
Hey.
That's good though. You probably wouldn't survive this if whether you saved or not.
I
Yeah,
don't think I would.
Because Sandra yanked you back, it's just enough for you to step out of the circle of this beam of light as it strikes down. And anybody who didn't roll a, what's the save for y'all?
Oh my
Do
god.
the fucking math. There it is. A DC 15. Who didn't get 15?
Strana.
Strana, everybody else? Okay. So yeah, that's gonna do 35 damage, unless you have resistance to one of the damage types, in which case I can do different math. It's radiant and fire.
Nah, he's only immune to acid.
Okay. Yeah, so beam of fire and solar energy comes down, striking everybody in the area. I need to roll for Sandra. Sandra gets full caught in it. She rolled a nat 1. She wasn't prepared for beams of light from the sky.
So do people who don't have evasion take half?
Yeah.
Or...
Yes.
Okay. You just didn't clarify.
Sorry
so I
about
wanted
that.
to
Yeah,
make sure.
you take half damage of 35. And, yeah. Grimm, someone that you've recognized
sir.
as the War Priest, steps in front of you now. And as he steps up to attack you, over his shoulder, a barrage of nets sail over him and land in your area. I need you to roll a dexterity check to avoid 3 nets as they come at Grimm. As this priest steps up, it's like, give us the mantle. We know you have it.
Oh, fuck. Well, I didn't do well on that. 8?
Yeah, it's 3 separate saves too.
Well, hold on. Let's see how many I do well on. That one is a 12.
Okay.
Dice are not really having... 5.
All
I
right.
do well on most of those.
Yeah, so there's just this huge brush. Roll me a couple for Evan.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, the mages they are not going for. They're definitely going for you two.
Evan does a 14 plus whatever he's got plus.
Evan
I think
dances away.
Probably at least a 3. Do you want me to roll 3 for him, too?
No, just 2.
Okay, 14 plus whatever, and then 4 plus whatever.
Okay, so he dances away from one net and then immediately gets struck by another as you recognize these solar nets that Sobobos is usually signaturely using. You also know that because you caught Jack a long time ago in them, that they are going to stop you from being able to teleport out or use a lot of your Fey abilities, because they are specifically designed for combating magical enemies of the church. You are just nailed with 3 nets. and then
fuck.
And Evan gets away from one, gets tied up, and then immediately on top of that, I need you to roll a wisdom check as the war priest moves up, points his symbol at you.
Sorry, hold on. I'm working on my Grimm. Fuck. Fuck. There it is. That one felt right.
That one was good.
That was
Yeah,
good.
I like that
That
one.
was
That's
good.
very good. And then the war priest moves up to you and forces you to make a wisdom save.
Yeah, that's
as
definitely one of my strong
he says what he says to you.
There's another 2. That's like my 4th 2.
Yield. And he casts Hold Monster on you.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hold, I guess. Am I
Yep.
a monster?
You need to succeed on a wisdom saving throw. You didn't, so you're paralyzed for a minute. Or until he breaks his concentration.
Cool. I'm a monster, and he's held me. I've learned 2 things today.
Yes. At the end of each of your turns, you can make a wisdom check to try to get out of it, but otherwise you're going to be held for a minute paralyzed. As he does that, you are immediately just assaulted by paladins of Newman who all run forward to swing upon you. Once again,
Oh, God.
I'm just burying you in attacks. They start smiting now, and you're just going to straight up take 20 radiant damage. Like,
This is a really fucked up visual in my
Ow.
head.
yes, they just full on do that. Do it to Evan too.
Like,
don't have
in my
Evan's
head,
death.
they get the net around him,
What
freeze him, and
Evan's
then as
shit?
he's locked up, he looks up and just sees a bunch of guys with hammers.
Is this too relevant to modern times? Stop resisting!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. That is what's happening.
Perfect.
Put your hands up
resisting.
as he's in a net
Ow.
and cannot.
LAPD.
Fuck.
Ouch. My racial identity. Evan took 20 damage also? Okay, 20 damage for Evan. Evan is hurt.
Yep. Alright.
Question:
That-
Do I see that happen to Grimm?
Roll perception.
Okay, I'm good at that.
So the problem is that you're still in this bubble of silence, so that you wouldn't have any indication that it's happening behind you. But
I'm sorry, Grimm. I rolled a nat 1 on my
oh
perception.
my god, yeah, no, dude, your girlfriend just got lit up with holy fire. You don't
Yeah.
have time for this.
Yeah, with a plus 11 perception, I was like, "There's no way I'm fucking this up."
Actually, you know
Out of
what?
the way.
I will, in the sake of fairness, tell you that in order for him to cast Flame Strike, he had to stop casting Silence. You can hear now.
Yeah, but all I hear is this ringing noise as I see a lot of people I care about get lit up by
Yeah,
flame strike.
Lit up with Flame Strike, yeah. So, no, you don't see it. There's roaring fire. Obviously, there's too much going on in front of you for you to notice. That is going to make it Dylan's turn, though, as the army just sort of keeps marching forward.
In the wise words of a barbarian, rage, fucking rage. And Dylan's gonna just charge in on that priest that did that flame strike.
Rage against the dawning of the light.
You've heard of the Charge of Light Brigade? It went well for them.
Absolutely.
So my dagger, now that it's no longer silenced, lights up with booming
Boomerang
thunder.
blade.
Boomerang,
Yes. Take
boomerang
these boomers
blade.
down. Boomerang blade.
Can I get a boomerang blade in the next campaign?
No.
But-
No, you're getting a boomerang blade. It immediately
No!
turns people into a 65-year-old piece of shit.
I would like the boomerang blade from the first episode of Trigun, please. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. So I light it up with thunderous energy and attack this priest that did flame strike.
Fuck, man. Boomers aren't even 65. They're like 90 years old now. Why are they still
Eight.
alive?
18 to hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think your math's wrong on
Yeah,
that.
it's
Boomer.
real wrong.
Yeah, a little
Listen, that's my parents' age, and that's not right. What was that?
18,
I'm sorry.
18 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, get that sneak attack. So with thunderous rage, Dylan charges in and slams his dagger into this priest, coating him with thunderous energy as he does 32 points of damage.
Yeah, how do you want to do that? And by that, I mean this. In the classic
as
phrase.
he charges in, he stabs into the already weakened man with the thunderous dagger, looks up in the eyes of him as his chest explodes outwards from the force of it. Rage, fucking rage!
For flavor, I want to say that Bobp is a dragon, because he still has him like pinned underneath his claw. As you do Thunder Blast, he just picks him up and hucks him into the air and he blows up in midair.
Yeah, I just love the idea of Dylan standing next to all his friends and a fucking dragon as
Yep.
a body explodes overhead.
And
with-
red glare. The paladin's bursting in air.
War priest. He was a war priest.
He was a war priest, that's true.
And
God
with the
damn it.
with the shift of his wrist, he throws a dagger at another priest.
Okay.
So he's gonna try and get one more hit on someone. 19 to hit with that dagger, I assume.
That's a hit, and I'm also, because these guys are fairly crunchy, and he already lit one up that's running at you, you kill it. You take another guy in the throat.
Dylan grabs another dagger from his belt.
You take another guy in the throat is the words you're going to use?
Yes.
He's really cute.
Walken, do you see a problem with that?
You know, it's a new day. It's a new age. You take a guy however you want to take him,
Walken's
I guess.
What I'm saying is that we can roll with this, or we can roll with that, but it is now time for Dylan to finish rolling.
Yeah. So Dylan grabs another dagger from his belt and gets ready as he ends his turn.
Sandra's turn. Sandra is running real low on the slots, guys. She can cast spells again, but we got some first levels though. We can just
She's running real low on the slots there, boys.
running real low on the slots. But actually she can.
Yeah, there was definitely heavy metal music playing on Dylan's last turn. there was some Doom soundtrack mixed in.
The look you were giving me when I lit up your girlfriend with fire was definitely the.
Wasn't happy.
Because this is an ongoing war between the two of you, and no matter what you say, you're more hurt than she is. She casts Warding Bond on you, Dylan.
Son of a bitch.
What was that?
I adore you as a person and care so
That is
deeply
right.
for
Yes, you do. I'm so glad that the silence is gone so you can say it.
you. Yeah, I'm glad you can hear me now.
Yeah. Yes. She burns 50 gold pieces worth of platinum rings
'Cause she would.
to put a ward around a creature she touches, creating a mystic connection. While you are within 60 feet, you have a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws, and resistance to all damage. Each time you take damage, however, she will take the same.
Oh, thank you so much.
Maybe this will help you stay safe.
Maybe you should have done something else.
That makes it the priest's turn. As you guys have this argument, a bunch of fists just fucking roll through, and like I said, it is a swarm of them. I'm not rolling damage. There's enough to hit you guys. You are all going to take 20 damage as the smites come.
When you say all,
I mean all of you,
Can
unless you have resistance to radiant.
he dodge? No. Wait, I don't need to. I have resistance to all damage thanks to Sandra, so I take 10.
Yeah, you don't. You also, yeah. So you will take half damage to that. Technically, you can uncanny that as well.
Oh, then yeah, I will.
bro, that's like the
Uncanny
one
that.
thing that I don't have resistance to.
And you know what is great about the wording of that is that Sandra only takes 5.
Yes. It's like
That
the
being
most
said-
competitive protectiveness I've ever seen in a character before.
I love it.
It's so wholesome.
so-
It's so wholesome. I love it.
That is the end of the priest's turn. That makes it Bop's turn. Bop, seeing that you guys have cleared a fairly good amount of space, repeats what he said to Roy. I must get to my Thane. And he just barrels through this, once again, clearing an even better swath in front of you guys as he heads toward the Thane to just wreck the paladins that have hit the Thane and his men pinned down.
Can I have him do one last thing as he's walking away? Or as he's
Yeah, what do you want?
leaving us? I would like him to do a Frightful Presence.
Do that check that I made you do last time to see if you can get Bop to do anything.
Animal handling.
That's a 16, baby.
A frightful presence is everything. The swath around you guys grows even further. You guys have a rare pocket of air between you all as it becomes Roy's turn.
I'm basically in that group of war priests as well, so I am going to cast Sword Burst, as I imagine I am also deathly surrounded.
Actually, no. After Bop's turn, he just scattered people. You aren't surrounded at the moment.
Okay, cool. Fantastic.
Everybody got lit up by these priests, and then Bop just sort of unfurled his wings, threw everyone away, and then barreled through everyone else who was in front of you.
That's fair. I would actually like to look around for specifically Horizon.
You look behind you, and you see that Horizon is standing next to Star, and on his right, in another pocket of sound, is Grimm and Evan, who are bound with nets and being pummeled on by Fists of Newman. You see that there are paladins surrounding him and tugging at his hat.
Oh, well, there you go. That's where I'm doing the Sword Burst. I'm going to run toward them, and then I'm going to
How fast
face
can you
step
move?
on top of them. 35 feet.
You are 70 feet away.
I'll double move.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't obviously face that then, but I will double move and then I will jump up to be above the two of them in the net, and then I will cast Sword Burst.
Okay, I'm gonna make you take another 10 radiant damage to represent attacks of opportunity as you
Fair.
move through that.
Yeah, and that is everyone around there needs to make a Dex 18 save.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so a couple of the dudes who Grimm and Evan have fought, they immediately get blasted away. A few others take the hit, weather the storm, and turn to engage you, Roy. That's the end of your turn. The War Priest in front of Grimm is going to yell orders, "Get the mantle. It's in his hat. Get it." And then he's going to turn on Roy and bring his maul down on you.
Is it the War Priest's turn after Roy?
He is last. Did we skip Grimm? Well, no, because the War Priest held you. And did you go after that? No.
Uh-uh.
I need you to go. Yeah, no, I skipped Grimm's turn after Dylan.
Follow initiative. God.
Yeah, I somehow because I went from Dylan to Sandra. But you're in between the two of them. Now it's the War Priest, so before the War Priest goes, take your turn. You are, I think I skipped you because you are bound and held, but roll that wisdom save.
Does a 16 get me out?
It does.
Let me out.
You are no
Let me out.
longer held, but it does happen at the end of your turn.
Okay. It's still Evan's turn.
Yep.
And Evan isn't held like a monster.
No, he's just
He's
in a net.
only in a net. Evan's gonna say, sorry. And now the priests have probably, or the mages have probably cleared some more space, and we're in a dire straits. Evan's gonna get fucked this turn anyway. He does thunder and lightning. The stream of lightning goes straight towards
The War Priest.
the War Priest. Yeah.
Okay. He was off to the side from everyone, so he can like wreck everyone without hitting you guys.
Cool. I mean, the thunder's gonna hurt us.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do both.
No, he's gonna do both. He does actually,
Okay.
because he has done the lightning individually.
Oh, okay.
So he has to do both.
So yeah, clutching the staff is like the one thing he's got wrapped up in this net, and he just like activates it.
Yeah. So we all have to make who's there with us a DC 17 con, and anybody who's in the 5-foot swath and 120 feet of the lightning has to make a DC 17 dex.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not in that, right?
So.
No. You are too far away.
Okay.
So yeah, I totally make that. Ooh, con is my strong suit. Didn't know that. That was an easy make for me. Now let me figure out exactly how much damage I'm rolling for all this shit.
You guys, so you fix silence, and now you're gonna deafen everyone.
Yeah, of course.
That being said, you are in it, Dylan, but you do hear a tremendous clap of thunder behind you. You now see what's going on. Roy takes off. You're checking on Sandra, and you hear this boom.
Holy fuck!
Okay, so anybody in the lightning strike takes 30 damage,
Okay, that War Priest is gonna get rocked. I think he's alive.
and anybody who didn't, of course, 30 if you didn't save.
Is that just the lightning?
That's just the lightning.
Okay.
Anybody in the 60 feet swath of this thunder will take much lower, 4 damage, unless you saved. So like, I'll take 2.
Four thunders. Okay, so the thunder's kind of weak, but
Yes.
all right. So the priest is deafened. The priest is lit up. All of the men between Evan and the priest and a few behind him are gone. Just this lightning once again just lights them all up with their nice metal armor, and they sizzle and burn. How did you guys do with your thunderclap checks? Because you guys are all in that.
Oh, like I said, I passed. I took my 2 damage
The
and I'm
DC
done.
17 con save.
Yeah, no.
Roy,
You take 4
you are
damage.
struck with this thunderclap and you are deafened. Oh shit! A couple more rolls that I need to make. Star clutches her ears, and Horizon, you see blood trickle out of his. So okay, so that's the end of your round then, right? You're unfrozen. Grimm's done.
Yes.
Okay.
Grimm is not being held. And
You see blood pouring out of the ears of all the fists that are tugging at you, Grimm. But the thunder damage doesn't. It's not too much. You know, they weather it.
Yeah.
That makes it the War Priest's turn now, and he's gonna walk up. You see that he pulls a stone out of his pocket, whispers something into it, and then he places his hand on your hat. I need you to roll a contested strength check.
Wait, he just wants to play cobblestone, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna make me roll a strength? I can't
I am.
do a fucking dex? You fucking...
No.
Rude bitch.
Well, I'll make you make dex, but it's at disadvantage because you are tied up in this net.
Okay, well, it's a strength -2 or
an
a
advantage dex. Or a disadvantage dex, your call.
Okay, I'm gonna take that fucking disadvantage dex. You are awful!
Did you beat an 18?
Yeah, fuck no, I didn't.
Okay. He grabs the hat by the brim with a handful of the net, yanks the whole thing off you rather than try to struggle with it, and you see him and the 5 fists that surround him all turn in glow with like light.
No.
And you see them get sucked away like a teleport spell just activated. And your hat and everything in it, including the mantle, is taken.
Bro. Fuck me.
It's Dylan's turn, and you are still surrounded by fists of Newman.
I'm gonna fuck.
Grimm is in like a seated position because he got yanked up when everything got ripped off of him, and he's with no hat, his skull gleaming in the light, and you look out on a chaotic field. You see a dragon fighting, and even though you can hear, there's a bit of a dazed feeling because they just got it. They got it away from you.
Perception check.
Can we do it on your turn? You need to know now.
I was just asking. I mean, it's kind of important, yeah.
What'd you
roll? 16 plus 2.
What do you want to know?
I want to know where it is. I'm Faye. I can feel that shit. What direction is it pointing me in?
He's right. Same.
As soon as he talked into the stone with that check, you realize that the forbidden spell that has been domed off, it is gone. They melted it. It is melting away as they get. That is he was talking into ascending stone, as you gather from this. Whoever had the spell up has taken it down for them to get out. You think that they would go up back to the top, but you realize that it has gone through the tunnel system in a direction that you recall being where you found the heart of Griffinport.
Guys, we don't do this a lot, but should we run?
You're not next to them. Do you message them?
Yeah, I got the...
It is your turn, and it's a combat. It's going to be your action to do so.
Message is an action?
Yeah, but it's a cantrip. It takes an action.
Fuck it. I need to know. Message. Activating the group text. Do we run?
Oh, I'm running
Okay.
towards it.
No, that's not what we should do. I don't know about you. I'm fucked up. We can't take this. We can't win this.
Did you?
There's only so much you can say back and forth.
I was waiting for a Roy input, but there's none, so...
I honestly don't know what Roy would do at this point. I don't know if he would run or if he would fucking go after it. I'm leaning toward going after it.
I have a quick question for the DM. I fucking just shat the bed on perception, so I don't know perception-wise where it is. Mm-hmm. But I also am not dumb and kind of know what they were planning to do with it. Like, I'm not super smart, but I'm not dumb. Can I make an intelligence roll to assume where they were going to take it?
Go for it, but while you are rolling that, I'm going to give you the information on your round rather and let Dylan finish his.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck it. I'm going to make the fucking call. I'm looking at Sandra going, we need to run.
Where?
Fucking anywhere else.
A lot of conversation, but she does look around, and you guys are in a pitched battle still with these fists, and she's like, it's fine. Should we rally with the group, and then...
Yeah, we need to fall back to them.
Okay, you guys need to move through 70 feet of contested space. There are still a bunch of warriors between you and your friends. Do you just disengage and move?
Yeah.
With the rest of your turn? Okay. Sandra is going to follow you, but it's Grimm's turn.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17 to...
I know where it is. Can I just message to him that it's fucking where they're heading?
We are in a combat situation, so I actually am going to force initiative because of it's the chaotic nature of what's going on.
Yeah, fair, for sure.
Right. That's the only reason I wanted to roll that.
Yeah. So Grimm, you have no idea where they went, but you fucking know there was the portal room. You guys checked it out. You know they were doing work there long time ago, back when you first went and got that heart. You knew, like at the time you didn't think much of it, but you know they're working on it. You know from what Daedalus has told you that whatever they are doing, it is likely they are doing it there, and it's not a leap of faith. Though you also remember that Bobp told you they closed off the tunnels because of flooding. So it's not like you're just going to move through the cave system the same way that you guys did the first time. That is the dilemma you have. What do you do on your round?
I move towards the cave system regardless. There's got to be a way. The caves aren't, unless they shored up the caves in some way.
Okay, if you're moved through this battlefield, it's the same story as Dylan. Dylan, you see Grimm immediately starts moving away.
Oh, wait, am I still covered in a net?
No, he ripped the whole fucking net off you rather than fight with it.
Okay, then I poof into a spot that's like not people all around me, and then run from there.
It's a 35 or 30-foot poof. You cannot poof to a position right now where there's no one there.
Okay, well then, fuck it. I'll just...
You can put yourself near an edge, but you will still suffer some damage on your next round. You're going to take... same rules that I did for Roy earlier. You're going to take 10 radiant damage for moving through this combat unless you can disengage.
Yeah, I can disengage.
Bonus, standard, move, dash. Okay. You only get 30 feet. It's going to put you about 15 feet on the edge of the furthest combatant, heading back toward the... It's basically the work areas that you know, like toward the back end of the cave system. You know that the dwarves actually have set up their lives, and you know that if you go deeper through that before, you end up finding where the caves would be.
Yeah, no, like I say, I use my bonus action to move towards the edge. I use my movement. I use my action to disengage and my movement to run.
And that's you.
I make it 40 feet.
Sandra takes the dodge action and runs with Dylan. Yeah, so Sandra uses disengage and moves 30 feet along with Dylan, trying to clear that distance. You guys are still 40 feet away from Roy. You see Grimm just take off, like, towards the caves.
Motherfucker!
Dylan and Sandra, you're going to take 20 radiant damage as everyone attacks you on their round. It's now the time for the Fist of Newman.
Resistance and uncanny dodge. So 5.
Alright, that's good. That means that Sandra only takes 25 total. Sandra's no longer looking great. How are you looking, Dylan?
I'm at 15 HP.
You realize that the silence has largely been taken back. And Roy, same thing, 20 radiant damage. Grimm, you do have a couple dudes who break free, and they're going to take regular swings at you as they try to chase you down. They both miss, but you do have 2 people engaging you as you try to run away. You see Bobp and the Thane are mopping up paladins far away from you guys now. They're trying to take back just all the ground between them and where they staged their war over there. Roy, it's your turn.
Where's Horizon?
Horizon is next to you. His ears are bleeding and he looks a little discombobulated.
Fuck. What about Star? Star covered
Same
her ears.
thing. Star is fine. She's next to you, but she seems to be okay. Roy, what do I do?
Star, I think they're heading toward where the heart of Griffinport used to be. Try and help Horizon, and
The what?
if you guys can somehow get us all over there at some point, or get everybody over there, that would be cool.
I have those kind of...
Do what you can,
What?
because if you don't, we're all gonna die. Everyone.
Roy, you realize that she's not a combatant. This whole thing has been a lot of her. She's always been kind of timid. I need you to roll me a persuasion to kind of get... She doesn't look calm. She looks like she's having an anxiety attack.
Roll a pep talk check?
Yeah.
A leadership check.
That is
Basically.
13 plus 9.
Okay. So she... Okay. I'll do my best. I'm really low on spells that can help. I can guide us a path that will not get us hurt. So she tries to fuck. I hate looking up spells. I'm gonna DM bullshit. She casts a spell and says, "We need to go that way." And you see just like sort of divinely, you see this path in the fight sort of start to grow just sort of organically in the combat. And she's like, "And we need to go now."
Okay. I am going to not travel with them because I'm faster than them. I am going to, because she already knows where to go. I obviously will also know where to go, thanks to this. So I am going to roll stealth, 14 plus 14, to get as little as possible. And I can also just run through motherfuckers.
Excuse me, Master Roy. If you could please help me, I'm still a little tangled. No, Master Roy, she's fine. I am entangled, and my boss has left. Please help.
Who's this?
Evan, you see Evan on the ground struggling with a net. Star and Horizon run through the path that she predicted, and Evan is right there. Just real quick, help.
As I have. Alright, well, like I said, I rolled stealth, 14 plus 14.
Okay, you do that.
And then I'm going...
He left me. He
I'm going to run past Evan and slice at whatever net he's got.
Oh, well, thank you.
And then continue on without fucking saying anything. I don't have time for you right now.
That's fine. Where do you go? You're following Grimm?
I'm following the path that she laid down.
Okay. She's taking a slightly different path, more roundabout than Grimm took.
That's fine, I'm faster.
There are no more war priests. You realize that they've cleared the field and you're just dealing with paladins. So Dylan, it's your turn.
Fuck.
Yeah. Once again, Dylan, you just see they're fucking leaving. Like they're running away opposite direction that you're trying to catch them, and they're gone. You see Star and Horizon running away as well.
I can't catch them without abandoning...
With Sandra. Yeah.
I look at her. Okay. I hand her one of my greater healing potions and chug one.
So she takes the bottle and she's holding it, and she says, "Do you have another one of these?"
No, I gave you one. I took one.
She doesn't take it. If I go down, you will need to force it down my throat.
Got it.
And it's technically Grimm's turn. I'm going to do him out of thing because he walked away again. But I'm going to put Sandra and Dylan together because it feels more narratively good. I think we're kind of out of initiative, but I'm using initiative as our guide. So she's going to go ahead and use her last 4th level slot to cast... I think it's just... She doesn't have a shit ton. She's just got Cure Wounds. But 48's 48, right?
Yeah, I healed 14 from my potion.
Okay, so heal that, and because you're only taking like 5 from the Radiant, she's gonna go ahead and do Cure Wounds on herself, not take the potion from you. She's gonna heal 30 hit points from her spell. I can heal us both for a little bit longer. Keep running.
Yep.
Where are we going?
Fucking away. They ran. We're just moving at this point.
All right. Do you follow them, or do you look for a clearer path for the two of you? I think
at this point, since I can't really regroup with them soon, it's as soon as we can get away. Whatever's the path of least resistance at this point.
They're like, you realize that you kind of ran that way, but you only moved 30 feet. You turn back to the swath that Bobp cut through, back to the Thane. You realize that is so much safer, even though the Thane isn't happy with you. That is safety, as far as you can tell.
Fuck it. Safety matters more.
Okay, you and Sandra heal and run toward the Thane, and you do know that King Roland should probably be with him as well.
At this point, awkwardness does not matter to me.
I think to help Dylan make his choice, you see Drekt just tackling a knight into the ground and punching him in the face in the middle of the maelstrom. It looks like they are mopping up on their side. You see the fists are regrouping, and other than going straight up for you guys, they don't seem particularly interested in doing anything but containing the doors.
I look at Drekt. Drekt, let's go! We're getting the fuck out of here!
Drekt, who is only like 10 feet in front of King Roland and the Thane's group, is like, "No, yeah, come on!
We're going!
Get faster, man, come on! Run like you owe Bartab!"
I'm not running from that. I know better than that.
At the Silver Gnome.
Go!
All right, you are gonna take that damage. You are gonna take 5 a damage again. I'm just gonna assume that you do the thing.
Yep.
So she takes another 25. And Grimm, I skipped you for Sandra and Dylan to kind of just do their turn together. It's your turn though.
30 feet bonus action teleport. Then I can use my action and my movement to run my 80 more feet.
Okay.
I'm out. Big money's moving.
You get back to you make it back to the area that you know that the Thane was having his meetings in. You clear the enemy and you realize that you are alone.
Grimm realizes he's alone, but like this is such a big moment, right? Like if for Grimm, he'd have stopped it for a second if it had been like, "Oh man, I'm just getting my ass whooped." He would have even ran, right? But he couldn't. He didn't have any choices there.
Yeah.
But now it's like he's got to just try to hunt this thing down. He's just got to move. He knows he won't be ready when he gets there, but at least he's out of the maelstrom, so he's not going to go down right now. And 2, he can at least try to get there. And in that time, maybe get some version of rest or something.
Bobp fights, helps mop up. Now it's Roy. Oh, Roy, you're still in the fight, right? But you stealthed?
Yeah.
Okay. You're doing that Hobbit thing where they somehow move through a crowd of fighters.
Yup.
There are a few dwarves and a few of the scouts that you know, that you got to know back in the day are fighting kind of chaotically in this area. You see that they're getting attacked, and a few of them are being they're gonna die. They're fighting trained Fists of Newman. Do you do anything about it?
No. I don't. I keep going.
Okay, which way do you go?
I feel really shitty about it, but I keep going.
You see Grimace is being pressured by two fists, and he's throwing up shields and darts of energy and magic missiles.
Fuck. Yeah, I clock him as I'm going by, and I kind of look down, and I just keep going.
Roy, where are you going?
I've got to get to the mantle.
How?
I don't know.
They're doing it at dawn, right?
That's what we were told.
You have time. You have time, but you won't have allies if you do this. I can't believe I'm the one saying this to you, Roy, but you need to help Grimace. You need to help everyone you can.
I turn around at the guy fighting Grimace, and I immediately cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Wisdom save 15.
Fails. You watch the dude clutch his head, and you hear the shriek of Veal, and the guy crumples, and there's still one more fighting Grimace, but when the one goes down, Grimace just turns on him and just fireballs him in the chest and throws him back.
Sorry.
Don't say sorry. We're supposed to kill them. Let's go.
Sorry.
I grab him and we go.
Dylan, you run with Sandra, and you get back to this group of dwarves who a bunch of them raise their weapons at you right away, but some of them clock that you're wearing a belt of dwarven kind and your beard, and a couple of them go, they're the ones who saved the kids a few months back. Let them in.
Oh,
and
God.
They open up their line in front of you. Like a couple of them knock some paladins back, and you rejoin, direct running in behind you as well.
Fuck. Ow. And I'm just looking at everything like, damn it. I keep running. I can't do much.
Do you just keep running back through the dwarves? Are you staying? Like, what do you do?
I don't fucking know what to do, I'll be honest here. I'm fucked up. I'm out of everything. I was barely keeping up as I was. I'll look to Sandra, actually, and see what she does.
Sandra kind of has the same look on her face of just sort of loss, completely at a loss. Dylan, we have to stop them, right? But I don't even know what they're doing. I don't know what the plan is. I'm not a Numenite.
Do I see anyone stranded in the grouping?
No, like I said, this is very much a wall of dwarves have not given any ground. You see a few dead soldiers and guards, but you see that the Thane, at the head of his army, near him is Roland commanding the scouting party that you once led. The majority of them have grouped together. And
let me rephrase that. Is there any people that are stranded amongst the fighting like I was?
Oh, back out the way you came.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll me a perception check.
Okay, I rolled decent. 23.
I'll give you a choice. Basically, there is a group of dock workers being protected by two dwarves that are trying to get back to you, and you see that they're only 50 feet away. And then in another direction, you see what basically amounts to two of your scouts that are also being pressured by a handful of them. Dock
workers are just civilians.
Okay.
So I look at Sandra and look at her and say, keep the ward up, and I go running right back out towards...
She casts Cure Wounds at 3rd level on you.
I'm going for the dock workers.
You heal 17 hit points.
Got it. Dock workers are civilians. They're not soldiers. They're not trained for this kind of shit. I gotta help them.
Okay. You move up. Well, how do you help them?
I'm gonna try and pull attention away from them. So I'm gonna try and make my blade look big, green.
This big green dagger.
A big green flaming dagger as I sink it into one of them and try and get their attention.
Is that a Dirkite? Ugh.
Totally, dude.
Is he holding up a jade phallus? I hate Dirkites.
Yeah, dude. Man.
Roll me an intimidate check to see if you can draw aggro.
Okay. I have some charisma. I'm not trained in intimidation. Can I interest you into deception? Oh wait, never mind. I rolled pretty well. 21 total.
Okay. Because you draw their attention, you see one of them turns, disengages from the group, and hucks a javelin at you as you're running up on them.
Fuck!
That's, yeah, you dodge out of the way, you juke, And then you see that the other one, because he's now the only one fighting the dwarfs, gets pressured back and he takes a couple blows. It looks like if you can keep this one on your attention, the dwarf will mop up the other guy.
Sweet.
Grimm, you just moving through the Dwarven city?
Yeah, Grimm kind of glances behind him for a moment to see if Evan was able to keep up. Obviously, he wasn't.
Evan is with Roy. You look across the battlefield and you see Evan, but you don't see Roy. But Evan's sort of like dancing his way through the battle and fighting people on the outskirts. Sort of heading your way, but not really.
Grimm keeps moving. This is the best thing for Grimm as far as he can tell.
Grimm cuts through the township and like some of the structures that they've built, and he loses sight of the battlefield. It doesn't take long before Grimm comes to where he remembers you guys went deeper into the catacombs, and he is confronted with a wall of solid stone.
Solid?
Yeah, it looks to have been magically crafted or somehow constructed very quickly. You can hear the sound of water pounding on the other side.
Like right on the other side, it's just filled with water?
Yeah.
Huh. Grimm gets to it and he looks at it. Let's make an investigation, I guess. Nat 1.
That's all you get.
Fuck a duck, dude.
I already gave you everything you're gonna get. You roll in that one, and you put your hands, and you try to listen, and you walk like 100 feet along this wall, pressing it on it with your hands, like maybe these doors made a fucking secret door. You know, that's what they like.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Grim is... I mean, I don't even know what else I could think of. Is there something I could roll to, like, I don't know, be struck with some version of idea here? Because if not...
If that's a roll, please let me do that one from now on.
Yeah, I see. No. Like, honestly, I told you that they walled this off and that you know that this direction isn't the best idea.
Yeah. Sure, yeah, no,
and because I'm a real piece of shit today, javelin starts sailing at you, and you see that a group of fists have chased you down and are hucking javelins at your ass.
It's all this distance?
Yeah, they kept chasing you, man, and you took time to look at this wall. Does a 16 and a 17 hit?
Yeah, of course they hit.
I know these other two don't hit. You're gonna take 2 javelins as sail, and a couple of them clack off the wall, and it gives you like the heads up, and you turn just in time to get hit with 2 more, and they're gonna do a total of 12 and 8 damage.
Grimm's gonna do the only thing he can do right now. He's going to run again. They're throwing javelins at me.
Yes.
I can use disengage, prevent them from hitting me with javelins.
No.
Okay then. I'm gonna poof away first to gain another 30 feet to maybe give them disadvantage on even trying.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna run my 80 feet, and I'm just gonna continue to run. I'm gonna try to lose them, whatever it takes. Tell me what I gotta roll next time we're here to try to lose them.
So you run. I will have you roll a check to see if you can ditch them in the streets of this Dwarven city.
Yeah.
Cutting back to Roy.
We're following Grimm.
You've lost Grimm. Roll me an investigation. Grimm hauled ass. Grimm didn't stop for anybody.
Yeah.
Along the way, you do see another group of Dwarven citizens that are under attack. You see that there's like that the fists have spread out, and it looks like the fists, in the way of warring people anywhere, have lost track of who their enemy is.
Okay. That's a 11 plus 1 investigation.
You know that Grimm head this way, but you lost track of him in the thing. The only thing that you've noticed is that you need to help these people, or they will be killed by this fist.
In annoyance, I point Grimace their way and say, help them, and then I also will immediately loose some Eldritch Blast at them.
Okay. You and Grimace light this dude up. Between the two of you, I ain't gonna bother.
Okay.
Grimace throws a frickin' firebolt. You light him up with 3 bolts. They might not all hit, but it's gonna be enough to throw this guy off his heels and onto the ground. What do you do?
I tell them to follow us, and then I continue on.
Okay.
Or don't. Whatever you guys want. But if you want to stay alive, I guess you should probably keep following me, and I go.
No, it's okay. Halfling. What's your name? Thank you.
Roy.
Roy. You came at the right time. Where are you going?
I don't know. Just follow me, okay?
So Star and Horizon, you see them limping. Horizon doesn't move too quick. You still see that Horizon is deafened. Star, Roy, what are we doing? Where are we going?
Why doesn't she know where we're going? Didn't she use her spell
Roy
to tell us where to go?
Yeah, but she used a spell to get away from the battle safely.
Okay. I told her specifically that I wanted to head toward where the Heart of Gryffindor used to be.
Okay. She tells you, I cast spells. There's no way to get there unless you can swim through the caves. You might need to go topside and down through the church.
Okay.
Can we get somewhere safe? I can use a crystal ball and get us more information.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, let's head towards the church. Take us there.
We'd have to use unless we teleport, we'd have to use the elevators. We're going the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't know that it is actually operational at this point.
There are a few. There might be a service elevator. There's not a lot of us.
Take us to the closest one.
But just us. What are we gonna do when we get up there? They came from up there. How many more are up there?
Star, we don't have a lot of options. We do it or we stay here and we die.
Dylan.
Dylan's still fighting through soldiers trying to keep their attention on him to protect civilians.
Roll a perception. You see that directly in front of you, you realize that while you are winning this fight, another group of fists have seen what you were doing and they are coming to help them.
Nat 20 on perception.
Okay. You hear from behind you, help them! And you, over your shoulder, you see that Roland is pointing at you, and Direct and a group of scouts are in a free run, and they are coming from behind you to kind of take the ground that you are in.
Gonna join the charge with them.
Okay. These two dwarves sweep with you, and you both just sort of pick these two guys up, knock them to the ground. The dwarves point for the civilians to run around the left side as this charge kind of just quickly covers the ground and creates a new line against the Paladins and Newman that were in the center of the map. You are now side to side with King Roland, who looks you up and down. It's like, you don't look too good, boy.
Yeah, I'm trying a new thing with my hair.
Really? You see that he actually has a head wound as well, and he's like, is it popular?
Yeah, you're pulling it off. I'm trying it with my teeth too. Not working great there either.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing? Are we killing them all? Drive them out.
We're protecting what we can.
Good call. He starts barking orders. He gets his men, and you and Roland start a wedge. Give me a combined charisma check between you and Roland.
That's what I needed. Nat 20. Fuck yeah. All of Jeff's luck just sucked up into me.
You turn and you guys push this charge, and it's like, it's like 40 scouts. You guys aren't exactly frontline soldiers. You're not it's not the best team, but you charge this wedge formation into what's left of the Fists of Newman. And the Thane from across the field sees this, and you see him rally his men and start marching all the dwarves forward to you.
But that's what we needed.
They move forward, and you see that a few of the, what you can only guess are higher-ranking Fists of Newman, start pulling out stones out of their pockets and saying stuff. And you see them sort of bundling up as they are driven back toward the cliff edge by you and your armies.
We're gonna 300 them.
Armies yeah, we're gonna 300 them. But as they get pushed back, you see that they also start to fill up with a light and sort of moat away with the teleportation that you saw the other group do. They turn into little solar flares, and many of them, not all of them, immediately get taken away. It looks like they have to do it in waves, like they can't just get this whole force gone. Half of them immediately go this round. And you guys swarm over what's left. Grimm. A 16 hits, a 21 hits, and a nat 20 hits, I'm assuming?
Fuck!
Those should be at disadvantage. I've made so much distance.
You know what? That's a good point. I'll go ahead and re-roll those 3. You're right. Alright. 1 rolled a 16.
That one will hit.
Okay. Turn that nat 20 into a nothing. That is going to do 10 damage, though.
Okay. I'm moving. I'm still moving. What do I do to hide away from you?
So this is potentially the last time they'll get a chance to hit you. I need you to roll a survival check. This is technically an urban environment, and
yes,
you get whatever bonuses your ranger shit will give you. But you get to run at your full speed and disappear. Essentially, you're going to move through this area of town and try to lose them.
Yeah. Okay. Survival. This is my shit. This is my bread. This is my butter and bread. 21.
Yeah, so after you duck around a corner, you take that one in the shoulder just as you clear the corner, and then you disappear through a window of a building, and you come out the other side, and then you scramble up a rooftop. No rooftops, because these are weird, cave homes. Basically, you find what amounts to alleyways and disappear in a dumpster, fucking Ezio Auditore style, and
That's right.
They
you
run
can't
past.
fucking catch me.
You don't outpace them. They run past you.
Perfect.
What do you do?
I chill and wait for them to not be there and sit in the anguish of trying to figure out my scenario.
The mighty Grimm hiding in a dumpster, twiddling his thumbs, mad as fuck.
I mean, obviously there's no equivalent to dumpsters here, per se.
There could be. Yeah, this is doors, man. They've got to have a waste disposal system. In a cave?
Sure. Anyways, it's, I'm just chilling. I don't know. I ducked away wherever I needed to duck away, I guess.
Mm.
But I imagined it's a dark day for Grimm if it's a dumpster. Yeah, sure. I mean, like, if you're forcing it to be a dumpster, then he's a dumpster. He's gonna wait until he.
It's not like a
He
food.
is, no,
it's
he
not
is
a
forcing it.
food dumpster.
To be fair,
No,
it's not a
be
food
fair.
dumpster.
Guys,
You
it's
ran
like
this way.
It's a dumpster. Can we go?
Yeah.
Come on.
You ran this way. It's what you gotta deal with.
How long do you stay there?
Idiots. Until I know they're not there. Until I know they're fucking gone.
I mean, that's like maybe a minute. Do you stay any longer?
Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't stay there any longer. If it's a dumpster, no.
All right. So
Grimm still has some pride.
a full minute goes by, and as you're climbing out, you do hear a soft, "Lord, are you here? Lord, Lord,
Evan,
Grimm."
over here, Evan.
And then just sort of poof, little field of leaves shows up, and he's next to you. I've been looking for you. Roy is trying to gather people. Where did you find a way through?
I haven't found a way through yet. I was looking and then I had to escape more guards. As far as I can tell, there's no way through this way. If I could get into the water, even...
Great Grimm, what would you do if you got there without... You left us. What were you going to do alone?
Whatever it took, Evan. If I could find them. If I could get to them.
They just beat us all handily with allies, and you were going to take them on alone.
If I could find them. If I could get to them. If I could position myself properly. That's when I could stop and think.
As you say this, your head spins around because Evan punches you in the jaw.
I stop
My lord,
my head from spinning.
I'm sorry. How could you?
How could I what?
If you're going off to die, you can at least take me with you.
Evan, I could have sworn you were right behind me. You're not my charge anymore, Evan. I made that clear. You're my equal.
Equal in what?
Equal in your ability.
In what ability, Lord Grimm? You've been preaching survival to me since day one.
And
And you think that we're going to survive on our own?
I think that when it came to making it to a better place, that was what was important. I couldn't stay there anyway, neither could you. We moved, we ran, we chase, just like in a hunt. But just because you find your prey doesn't mean you immediately jump on it.
He looks at the holes in your suit and he says, "We aren't hunting, Grimm. We are being hunted. We are not surviving. And if we are, what point? You left me to go die. You may not believe it, but you would have died."
I believe there's a misunderstanding here, Evan. I was following.
Alone.
Correct, but not engaging. And there is a difference.
And what would you have done when you found them?
Once I'd found them, and found a good place to be, that's, again, as I've tried to express, when I could have devised more of a plan. You know, maybe called in some allies.
You mean the allies you
pulls out
left
the-
behind in a fight?
And he pulls out the Yoon phone and he goes,
The allies that clearly survived. Listen, I could hear that woman screaming if one of them died. I would know instantly.
And what would you have done about it?
What could I have done? Look at me, Evan. Look at me. Tell me what I could have done. Here or there, what could I have done? Here, at least I could make it back to there. There I go down, surrounded.
By friends.
I wasn't.
You could have been.
If ifs and buts were candies and nuts, Evan, I survived.
You do this look at me thing, and Evan, in the way that you're very used to him doing, grabs hold of your collar, flips it the right way, fixes your clothes. You see that he reaches for your hat like he would normally do, and realizes it's not there. My lord, if you don't know the difference at this point, then I don't know what to tell you. I wasn't right behind you. I tried to be. Everyone else tried to be.
Here's the thing, Evan.
No, Grimm, I get it. You know what you're doing.
No. It isn't just that. The thing about having allies is that there are times when you must support them, be there. And there are times where you must trust them. I chose to trust.
Man, roll persuasion. I legit don't know which way that could go. I'm gonna let the dice say this one.
19 plus 5.
You see that when you say that, it's rather nice gesture to him. And he fixes your clothes. And he says, Grimm, you're not making rational decisions. As your equal, I'm telling you that you are losing it. You've lost control of the situation, and that's normal. It happens.
Yes, of course.
I apologize for striking you. I do understand that I was not in as precarious a situation, but the others were. We could have used your help.
Listen, I ran off, admittedly half-cocked.
Chasing the enemy, of course.
Chasing the enemy, doing what has to be done, what needs to be done. It wasn't until I'd already started running that I'd realized that, well, I've committed to this. This decision was what guided the rest of my actions. I didn't have a plan at first. If I'd have caught up with them, I could have stopped and made one, and that is what I'm trying to express. I didn't catch up with them, obviously.
Grimm.
I didn't intend to leave everyone as behind as you feel as they were. I trusted that they would make it after I had to keep moving forward. If you think that I left you to die, then I'm sorry.
Who are you?
Yeah, in the distance,
Grimm.
Roy flinches and doesn't know why.
Did you just apologize to me? Who the hell are you?
I'm the gentleman, skeleton, Mr. Grimm. And I apologize for you misunderstanding.
Wow, that's amazing. That was almost an apology. He finishes like dusting you off.
He smiles.
He casts prestidigitation on your coat and fixes some holes. And he looks you in your sockets and he's like, once again, I'm sorry for striking you, Grimm, but I need you to understand something. We push forward. If you push forward alone, you could die.
Oh, I just avoided it narrowly.
Yes, you did. I
Yes,
can tell.
very narrowly, yeah.
We've lost our two major weapons. And he points at your hat.
Yeah.
And I need you to remember that it's not too late to alter our behavior. I feel like the behavior we've been doing is what got us here. You've seen Dylan when he runs off alone. How well does it go for him?
Poorly, of course.
You just did that.
Certainly, yes. I did, to be fair, run away from the danger. Which is not what he normally does.
That's fair.
But with that being said, you're not wrong. I didn't make the best decision. I made the one that could get me back to safety.
Towards
certain
the enemy,
point.
where they've taken and they're doing a ritual and they have the ability to like literally vaporize and banish Fae. Yes, that's
He gestures to the empty place where he's at, and he goes, "Safety."
you hear. Not too far off, you hear the sound of fists like clanking in their plate mail, going, "Where is he? We'll find him. Check in there."
And then I grab Evan, I push him down, and I put a finger to my face, and I go, "Safety."
Safety. Dylan,
Yes.
you guys have driven the enemy away. You've beaten down, or they've teleported out, and the Thane has stepped up behind you.
So we're like resting now?
Yeah, it is just like the last one is teleported away, and there's a cheer that goes up with the soldiers, but like you barely get a chance to like breathe a sigh of relief when The Thane starts marching up to you and Roland.
By the way, Dylan's arm that got hit by that maul is like now hanging limply as the adrenaline starts wearing off. He's like, oh, that's
dead arm is fucked.
That's a fracture. Oh no.
The Thane steps up and he gives you and Roland a steely gaze. King Roland, is this what our hospitality buys us? And he turns and like there's dead fists, there's dead Dwarven warriors, dead scouts. This is what we can expect for helping and aiding. We should have just given them up. And he nods at Dylan. Him and his allies have caused nothing but trouble to us, and they've shared nothing back. I think you misrepresent the amount of help that's come from me and my people throughout all this. Remember that you made a deal with my brother and not me. And so if you wish to stay on the King's land, you might want to rethink your take on what we've done for you. Are you going to let my people down here to safety or not? They're freezing in this storm, I'm sure.
Jay?
Yeah.
So Dylan is gonna pull out his last potion, hand it to the king, pull out a roll of bandages, look to them both and go, I'm done fighting with you two. I'm gonna go help the wounded. And he just walks away.
As Dylan is sort of handing him stuff and trying to walk away, he nods toward Dylan. So far you've let these people talk for you. People who we once gifted friendship and items and boons. Do they speak for you still? And Roland turns to you and Sandra, and he gives you this look, and he turns back to the Thane, and he shakes his head. They do not. So, and then the Thane says, that I wish to have our belt back. I am tired of its magics being used against us in court.
Halfway through his sentence, I unbuckle it and hand it to him.
Thank you. And he nods to another one, and this courtier walks up and hands him your sword. And he throws it at your feet. It is of poor make, and no one can trade a dwarf pride. We have plenty.
I'm sorry, but they were gifts. And Dylan will walk away.
He yells after you, Where's Grimm? Where are your friends?
I don't know.
Find them and leave.
Okay. Dylan will hand off the bandages he has to a medic and go looking for people. His shoulder and arm hanging limply on one side and holding his ribs with the other arm. Because by the way, I dropped 15 HP from losing that belt.
Oh shit.
Overall, I lost 15 HP.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you fall?
I almost did. If
Okay.
Sandra hadn't healed me, I would have.
Wow. All right. Sandra gets with you, and you see that the Thane and Roland immediately go back into sort of a stalemate fight again, but it looks like the Thane is open to discussion again. Sandra turns to you, is like, I don't think they're going to notice if we help a few people on our way out of here, but we should save all of our magic and our healing potions. She pulls out her medicine kit. Do you know how to use this at all?
Healer's kit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shown how to use one once.
Yeah, well, just help me.
Yeah.
And you guys sort of make your way through to triage some people on your way through. Roy.
Yeah.
You guys have gotten away. You're gathered a group of Dwarven civilians and craftsmen and handful of the scouts. You have Grimace with you. You've got Star. And you guys are making your way basically through the cities. You're given enough time, you'll probably bump into Evan and Grimm.
Star was supposed to be leading us to a service elevator. And she made it very clear that we would not all fit inside of it.
Okay. Yeah, so she's like, yeah, okay, so we're going to go... I don't know if there's still soldiers, so let's take this way. She does another spell, and she's like, yeah, if we go this way, we should avoid everyone. And I don't know if the Thane's going to be happy with us, so we're just going to avoid dwarves as well. I think we can tell these people that they're safe now. And she, kind of nods at all the people, this group of people that you've gathered. Do we want to bring our soldiers with us? What do we...
I hate that she's that I am in the lead at this point.
Everyone is looking at you, Roy.
Phil, I don't know what to do. I am not a leader. Now that the fact that the fighting is all done now is fucking me up a little bit. Because I was assuming we were still being chased.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty calm.
My instinct is to try and shoot a message to either Grimm or Dylan to see how far away they are. See if we could regroup with them.
Let me check the range on message, my friend.
It's 120.
What do you say?
I just realized I lost all my healing potions.
Oh, they're all in the hat.
I mean, he lost everything. Everything's in the hat.
Yeah, he doesn't carry a backpack.
Yeah, I try and cast. I say, hold on, Star, and I try and cast message, and I call out to hopefully either Grimm or Dylan can hear me, and I say, hey guys, I'm with Star and Horizon and a few villagers and some soldiers, and we're trying to get to a service elevator that Star is taking us to. I don't know where you guys are at, but if we could regroup, that would be good.
High or low, guys?
Hi. Fuck it.
Oh, okay, low. I always go low.
Grimm, you hear this. Dylan, you do not. Evan turns to you as you hear the sound and is like, what's going on?
I respond.
We are obviously somewhat nearby. Where specifically are you going, or are you?
I reply back, we're heading toward a service elevator. I don't know exactly where it is because we're using Star to find it with her foresight. You're a hunter, track me. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's well and good if I had any idea where your trail was.
My lord, what's happening?
Evan, do you know where Roy is? You came from that direction, right? Did you see him?
Yeah, I know the general direction at which I left his group, yes.
Lead the way.
Yes, he's currently amassing a strange motley crew of survivors. The boys come a long way. If you guys wait, Grimm and Evan rejoin you. As you cut around the side of a building, Evan kind of leading the way. You do see like the messages between you guys help you guys ping into each other, and you see that Evan and Grimm come around the corner, and you see Roy standing with Star and Horizon, who look very worn out. With this group of you guys have like Grimace and a scout and a bunch of like dwarves. A couple of them look young. There's women and children like in the group. You just come around and you see them all clambering, like hey,
what are we gonna do? You, lad, for the
Can
help,
we go
but
back to our
what
homes?
do we do next?
Roy,
Homes, are we safe?
Roy.
Guys, I don't know. I don't live here. I don't know where there are any soldiers. I'm sorry. I don't really have answers for you. I don't know if there will be someone in your home if you try and go back. You're probably better off staying with me, but I can't keep track of everybody.
Grimm walks up and goes,
The dwarves should find the king. We probably won't have place here for long. We should find Dylan.
Yeah, I go up to Grimm and I let him know, and I tell him that Star was leading me to this elevator. She thinks that it would help us get around to where the mantle may be.
Good.
Yeah,
because there's no way through these caves.
Yes, it would appear that the only way that I think that you guys can get through is through the church itself. I think they've built a cave connector or something. I don't know the words.
Well, it's either that or coming in from the sea, and that doesn't sound great for most of those of you who breathe. Star, find Dylan.
Dylan and Sandra, you heal a few people, and then you catch on the wind the sound of King Roland negotiating with the Thane and promising him that he will have you tried if it will make the Thane bring people in. And you hear the Thane start to finally melt, and it's like,
Get the elevator fixed and get them down here then.
Sandra looks to you and is like, I think it's time that we need to leave.
Yep. Dylan's got a makeshift sling on now for his arm as he's just like, time to go.
And it doesn't take you guys long because, like, once they break free of, like, the town itself, you see this gaggle of people off across the dockyard distance, and you see Grimm is going to strike a pose, especially with no hat, his gleaming white pate off in the distance, and you and Sandra rejoin with them. And you guys make your way over to a service elevator. The dwarves passing you as they go to rejoin with the Thane because it seems safe now. And you join with the group, and they tell you that they're heading to the service elevator because we think it's the only way to get to the mantle.
You look like shit warmed over, boy. So do I.
Yeah, glad you're alive. Good one, Grimm.
Dylan just walks.
Yeah, Sandra watches Dylan walk off, and she turns to you and says, yes, the Thane doesn't want us here, so we need to leave anyway. So, are we heading back into the storm? We need to rest.
Roy is, pretty well and slumped over right now.
We'll find a house to rest in when we get up top.
We'll make a camp.
Maybe a shop or something.
You guys find an elevator that still works, and it's enough to take up the 7 of you. And
What about Grimace?
8.
Grimace is a scout.
Oh, good question. Do the scouts stay with you?
I thought the scouts were going to stay with Roland.
As Dylan rejoins the group, they turn to you as the dwarves walk by, and I was like, Captain, it's good to see you.
Hey, guys.
Are we carrying forward with you, or should we go back to Roland?
Stay with your king.
All right. And they go, and the 7 of you get on the elevator and ride up to the top.
How long is this elevator ride?
It's a long time to think.
Yeah, I'm going to sit down against a wall in the elevator, and as we're going up, I fall asleep.
There's like these paneled walls, and you can just hear the wind and rain battering on this thing as you ride up. Somebody has to turn a crank.
Dylan's going to sit next to Roy. Pulls out a blanket he has and puts it over him as he falls asleep.
Before I do fully fall asleep, I'm going to say, hey, Dylan.
Yeah.
I fucking got Krieg. Did you see that shit?
That was the coolest thing I have ever fucking seen in my fucking
Before
life.
Dylan finishes his story, I am asleep.
And I grab a blanket and I put it over him as we ride up. He doesn't need it, but it's a habit.
Hey Tavern Goers, thank you again for joining us for another adventure on Torchlit Tavern. Hopefully you've been listening to us up to our finale, but if not, you can find a summary of the story so far after episode 101. If you're looking for other ways to listen to us, you can find us on any podcasting service. Don't forget to rate, like, and review. It helps so much. We have no designs on any vast empire, but the more you help, the more we can share our small, silly story with others. If you wish to reach out to us, you can contact us directly at torchlittavern@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter. Jeff can be found at big_J_TheBadman. Randall can be found at Argo Omega. Mitch can be found at Bane Armory. Ryan can be found at Ryan SCB Santos. And I am at Agent Beige. Our theme song was written and originally performed by Mason Santos.
All music and sound effects for this episode were brought to you by Epidemic Sound. Check out our referral link to their website in the episode description. Additional sounds used in this episode were from freesound.org.
This episode was edited by Ryan Santos and Jameson Oxford. Thanks again for listening, and don't forget,
Heroes is boring.